I'd like to thank you all for your support, your comments, your thumbs up, and your patience during this pretty big build here we got going on. I'm going to finish putting on the legs here, do some painting, next on Mark's Lionel Trains. We left off last episode with this having to be done, but I have adjusted the legs over here. The tables are 31 inches tall. After doing so many of these table legs, I found it really much easier to clamp the 1x2 supports to the table while I was screwing it on there. It just made everything so much easier. The table legs are 2x2, and the cluster of them makes everything really strong. All right, I have the legs installed on this table. I'm going to flip it over. We're starting our slope downhill. I'm going to need to make 2 new legs for the other side, and we need to level it out and measure the legs. All right, I have my level out. It looks pretty close, so I'm going to be able to use the standard legs that I've been using. So let's cut 2 of those, and then we'll put those on and see how it goes. All right, I have the next table completed. Unfortunately, I lost some video, but that's okay. You guys get the gist of how to put all these together, that's for sure. So now we're gonna finish that table. All right, as you can see, I've installed the table here, and I have a little high spot where it meets the other table. I'll show you what I do. In order to fix that problem, I'll add a weight to the table that's a little bit high, and it pushes down on it and makes it even enough for me to go underneath and screw it together permanently. And that really evens it out really nicely. So we have this table installed. Now I'm going to get started and work on this table, which goes out to this area here. And just like that, we have this table installed. This leg right here was a little difficult because I have the drain down there. It took me a couple tries to get the table leveled correctly, but we're ready to go on to the next table, which is this one. This is an interesting one because this is one I built about 25 years ago at my old house, and that is the siding from the garage that the previous owner put up. All right, I have the legs installed on this table, and we're ready to flip it over and see how it fits. Yeah, this is how it goes. These are not quite as heavy as the first 2 we did, so let's see how we did. And get it into place. And yep, it looks nice and even. Very good. Okay, now we're ready to screw these 2 tables together. Excellent. Works good. Thumbs up. All right, now that table is screwed together, I actually went ahead and made the end table, put the legs on that one, and that's ready to go. And now I'm going to start working on this wing piece here, similar to this piece right here, that table right there, and we're going to put all the legs on there and install that on the end here. I have all the legs installed on the extra wing there. I ran out of 1x2s, so I got a little creative. I decided to use some 1x2s, some scraps for the supports. You won't even see it because it'll be behind the curtain. There you can get a side angle of the 2x2 supports. And that worked out pretty well, so. All right, let's see if it fits. And yes, it does. It fits really well. So that is really cool. I have this because basically this board over here, it used to be the base board for one of my daughter's beds. And so I made the other side this same size and then added the extra foot. So I have the 2 8-foot sections there. So that's my 8 foot across there. But yeah, this lined up really nice. It's perfect. Okay, got to screw it together. All right, I have the long wing installed. I've also taken the time to put the extra filler piece in there. And now I'm working on this wing, which will connect over on this area. I've already started to put the legs on, and we'll get started with that. All right, I have the leg on the wing here. The legs, I guess I should say, 2. And we'll see how this fits. We might have to make some adjustments. I'm not 100% sure yet, but this is kind of the idea that we're going for here. And it's a little bit high on this side, I think. So I'm going to have to probably lower the leg down over on this side. Yeah, definitely a little bit high on this side. So we're pretty good on this side, I think. So I'm going to adjust this leg down here. All right, I have the leg adjusted. So we'll see how it fits now. And that's a little better. Much better. Okay. All right, that looks really good. So I think we should be able to go on that. So what I want to do is get these pieces screwed together here, and then we'll adjust the legs from there with the level. I guess we can check it real quick and see how we're doing. Yeah, it actually looks really level. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we might be able to go on that. This one might be a little bit high, but we'll adjust that one too. So we're coming along. All right, I have the wing installed on this side where the bridge is going to go. I have that table screwed in, and everything is all done except for I want to do this little triangle piece in the corner over here. I want to put this triangle piece that we had in the first video. I want to work on that and put that over there. So we're going to do that right now. All right, as you can see, the train room has a little bit of an indent in the wall over here. It goes back. That's why I wanted this table to be set back a little bit. So I did need a little piece of corner piece, and I cut this piece out right here to go in there. So we'll screw that in, and that'll create a little bit of a relief for this corner here. And just like that, I have the corner piece in, and that finishes up the table. It is all done, and we are finished with the woodworking part of the project. I don't know if this camera does justice how big this thing is, but yeah, it's 18 feet to this end over here. I'll show you all the legs underneath. You can see all the legs are all like that and all done. And yeah, it turned out really good with the indentation in the wall. And yeah, we are ready. It's really good. Here, let me see if I can give you. Yeah, that's the wide angle lens. Yeah, we'll give you that. The camera just doesn't do justice how big this is. But yeah, there's the control area right there, and that's the table. All right. Time to paint. All right, I have the carpeting all tarped up. I also took the time to tarp all underneath the table because there are quite a few holes from previous layouts where the paint can leak through. Also, the cracks in between the boards. I have about a half a gallon of paint left over from the apartment layout. This color over here, which is the beige color. I did a lot of research when I bought the paint for the apartment 2-3 years ago. This is what the ground looks like when it doesn't have topsoil on it, so I wanted to go with that. But I'm going to start with this board here. I'm going to paint all the boards that haven't been painted this beige color yet, and then if we have enough paint, we'll repaint the whole thing. Just a little trick I learned at the apartment to make it easier to clean up. I put a Walmart bag in the bottom of the tray there before I pour the paint in, and it really makes cleanup a lot easier. So. We are almost done. And I should have enough paint to repaint these existing boards again so we can have a nice even look throughout the whole layout. I also need to take the roller and do the sides as well because I'm going to have a beige skirt that goes around the layout as well. So we're almost done. It's a little chilly in the basement this time of year, so it may take a little bit for this to dry. So I'm going to, in a couple of days, probably put a track down and a locomotive on the track and see if that track sticks to the layout. So, but yeah, the basic plan, and I'll talk about that in a second. All right, and with that, the train board is finished. Like I said, I want to repaint some of the boards that haven't been painted this time. I have some extra paint, so that's good. I have to do the sides, but the basic plan is I'm going to have the bridge in this area here like I did at the apartment, similar. 060 two outer main lines that go all the way around the whole table. And then down the middle of the table, I'm going to have like an access track with tracks that go off behind the building so I can do switching and move cars behind buildings, and I'm going to see how that goes. Probably some of the locations on the siding will be for the passenger train as well, but my hobby shop, America's Best, is out of 060 track right now. So as soon as they get track, and I'd really like to support the local hobby shop and buy there rather than purchasing online. So hopefully we can get some in stock, and it's not going to be too much price increase with the tariffs that went in. But hey, we are done. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Mark's Lionel Trains, and we will see you when we start putting some track down. This is kind of getting exciting now, so really, really cool. So hopefully you enjoyed building the layout. Tried to get to it as much as I could, and we're finally at a point where we can finish. So awesome. And I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel as well. I have 2,200 of you as of the filming of this video. So that is just awesome. Welcome to the channel. I hope big things in the future once we start setting up all the trees and the buildings and the scenery and the roads, and oh, it'll be cool. Once I get a train running. That's next time on Mark's Lionel Trains. Thanks for watching. Too funny.